boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout.
Coach, this city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The last time these two teams met, boy, was it memorable. Wild card weekend last year as the Eagles started their Super Bowl title defense, and they held on thanks to the doink or the double doink heard around the world on the Cody Parkey missed field goal, and the Eagles would escape 16-15. Of course, they would go on to lose the following weekend to the New Orleans Saints. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Lock in.
On the ground with a rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Where we go?
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. On the return, Jackson. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Check.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Check. Sunday. 82.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz for the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight unable to find anyone open.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. It's a second down run with Sanders. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
We got to step it up. Check that.
Here's Trubisky. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come June. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24, eluding the pressure right. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Under 10. You go tight. Ram. You got tight right there.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Bang. Two jet. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Topper. Corky, 82, Corky. Check 26. Let's go. Great.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Sanders. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. On the ball. Out. Sunday.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Crystal travel.
Alert 3.
Check 13. Check 13.
Alert.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Bravo.
Here we go. 552. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Jackson. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Working from the gun, Wentz. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st down, Wentz. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
This will be fielded at the 17. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yo. 46 down, man, 5-4. 55
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And Anderson's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Watch Mike. He's scared. Where's 52? Watch 52. Get in the weight room.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. To try again after the sack. Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Trubisky to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards. Now Trubisky on first down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 50-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Sunday, Sunday.
41, Mike, 41. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and just like that, it's third down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Forward, Tokyo. Hey, Haywood.
Bring it.
Here, shift.
41 Mike, 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 41 Mike, 41 Mike. Hey, check.
To throw, it's Wentz. Got his man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go, back. 120. Sunday.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Go.
Hey, get in the weight room.
Kill. Hey, Delta.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Watch the run.
Kill.
Mike 55. Hey, pick your game up.
Wentz going to throw. to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now Wentz on third down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Hey, nice 7. Man,
52's the mic, boy. 52.
lock in. 80 weapon.
I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, the second down throw on target. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 44, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The catch made by Miller. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 33.
And the Bears 1st down.
Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
I don't think you got it.
Hey, wahoo!
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Here we go.
Trubisky will throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st.
1st down, Chicago.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
52's the mic, boy. 52. Go.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, check right. Check.
Hey, Charlie.
Trying to collect. Mike, 55.
Working from the gun. Wentz finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Hey, Alpha.
6-man.
Now Wentz steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Pilot, 64, weak. 74, 74.
Shotgun now for Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Trubisky. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs. And
through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards. On 1st down, Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Go, go.
Heavy on the edges.
From the red zone now, Wentz into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Bears nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down when they're that backed up. You've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Coming to you. Coming to you. New Mike 52. Mike 52.
Now back to throw. This is Miller, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
All day, baby, all day. No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Right here.
Hey, Haywood.
Watch the slant. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Go. Get it.
2nd and 4. They'll find Miller. That's complete. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Topper.
1st down, Bears.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Five.
Check 52's to Mike.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
8 read. Ready. Now.
They'll set up a throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Hey, Echo.
Let's see what you got.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Dawson tacks on the point after, and that will get him 1 closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Wentz to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Philadelphia, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the